Chicago Sky fans, y'all need to be very, very careful in this moment. You need to be very, very careful. It looks like Angel Reese wants out, y'all. Angel Reese seems to be looking for a way out of the dumpster fire that is the Chicago Sky. And I got to be honest with you, I don't blame her.
The Chicago Sky organization appears to be in complete disarray, and the pressure surrounding the team is becoming impossible to ignore. First-year head coach Tyler Marsh, who arrived with a championship reputation built during his time with the Las Vegas Aces, now seems to be facing a moment of serious frustration. What was once expected to be a promising new chapter for the franchise has quickly turned turbulent, and Marsh appears to have reached a critical point as the challenges surrounding the team continue to mount.
Like, calling out Angel Reese right now, and I think we are in a world where when it comes to Angel Reese, everything is under a microscope, and I think there are a lot of people that want to look at everything as a negative when it comes to her. Just like at the same time, it's the same thing with all these players. Like, everything stars do is going to be under a microscope. So for me anyway, this isn't the most serious thing in the world, but a lot of people were pointing out that Angel Reese did not show up the game.
With the team struggling through a dismal 8-23 record, one of the worst stretches in franchise history, pressure around the organization has reached a boiling point. Rumors have also intensified that the franchise cornerstone, Angel Reese, may have mentally checked out for the remainder of the season. In response, head coach Tyler Marsh delivered a blistering critique that went far beyond a single loss. His comments called into question not only his team's effort on the court, but also the deeper cultural issues he believes have quietly eroded the foundation of the Chicago Sky from within.
Angel Reese that I'm sure will trigger a bunch of people.
Let's hear your take.
But I think Angel Reese, and I'm saying this with my chest out, I think she's quit.
Man, as much as I want to disagree with Jason, man, but I gotta admit, I think you're right. And I want to disagree with him so.
Tyler Marsh stepped into Chicago believing he was joining a rebuilding project full of potential, fresh off helping the Las Vegas Aces secure back-to-back championships in 2022 WNBA Finals and 2023 WNBA Finals. The 36-year-old coach signed a multi-year deal convinced he could develop young talents like Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso into the foundation of something special with the Chicago Sky. Instead, he has found himself navigating a far harsher reality, an unbalanced roster, a locker room still dealing with the lingering effects of the previous regime, and growing questions about whether a supposed franchise cornerstone is truly prepared to handle the pressure and adversity that come with leading a struggling team.
What's up with Angel Reese, man? There's a pattern with this whole injury thing. Okay, first of all, she has a back injury and she's been gone for quite some time. But the report says is day to day. It's been more than a week. Okay, day to day is literally day to day. So, okay, sometimes it feels good, sometimes it's a little worse. Okay, let's just monitor it. But it should be good enough to play at any moment. That's what day to day.
The breaking point arrived during the post-game press conference of Tyler Marsh after yet another humiliating defeat. This time, the Chicago Sky suffered a crushing 38-point blowout at the hands of the Seattle Storm. When reporters pressed him about the team's lack of effort and discipline, especially amid growing speculation surrounding Angel Reese, her mysterious back injury, and her absence from several team activities, Marsh finally reached his limit. In that moment, he delivered a brutally honest response that sliced through the usual layers of organizational politeness and exposed the deep frustrations building behind the scenes.
3 of our starters are out, and so yes, it's got something to do with that. But like I spoke last game, it's your will and ability to compete. It's something that you always have the ability to do, no matter who's on the roster, no matter who's suiting up. I think that we showed that today. I was very proud, very, very proud of our effort today. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We had 8 players going into it. 1 we just signed 7 days ago. So it's tough to get everyone up to speed at the same time. But we came into today with the message of commit and compete. That's been our motto all year.
We have to be better. I mean, all around we have to be more locked and more focused and execute the game plan much, much better, Tyler Marsh said, his voice reflecting the growing frustration of a coach watching a season unravel in real time. Speaking after another difficult outing for Chicago Sky, Marsh made it clear that the issues go beyond strategy or talent. There just has to be a will to win, he continued, emphasizing that the team's biggest problem right now is consistency in effort and mindset, something he believes simply isn't there on a regular basis.
Having turnovers and giving up 25 points off these turnovers.
Yeah, it's never an excuse. The proof is in the details of what's been the difference in our wins and losses, and a lot of it turns into the ability to take care of the ball. And so it's never an excuse. Teams bring pressure. You got to handle the pressure. And so but our locker room is full of professional basketball players. They understand the importance of it. It's just a matter of...
If you're enjoying the discussion, make sure to subscribe. The host began before addressing the obvious issue hanging over the season. Elephant in the room is Angel Reese. The player expected to become the cornerstone of the Chicago Sky has been noticeably absent since July 29, officially listed with back injury that has no clear timeline, no confirmed cause, and timing that has raised plenty of questions. Reese hasn't just missed games. She's also been absent from several team activities and even chose not to travel for important matchups, including a recent game against the Indiana Fever. When head coach Tyler Marsh addressed the situation, his words carried the tone of someone trying to remain diplomatic despite clear frustration about accountability. She wants to be out there. She's a competitor. She's a fighter. She's a winner, Marsh said. Language that sounded carefully measured, the kind coaches often use when they can't openly criticize their franchise star. He added that it's difficult for Reese to watch from the sidelines while her teammates compete, but emphasized that the team ultimately wants her to be fully healthy before returning to the court.
Be honest, we've seen everybody else that's injured. We've seen their injury, and we have also had updates and heard stuff about their injury. We seen Caitlin injury. We seen Nafisa injury. We seen Breonna Stewart injury. We seen Ryan Howard injury. We seen Jordan Canada injury. We seen Kate Martin like last night get injured. Like, we've seen a lot of these injuries. We've seen Eric McDonald. We've seen Sydney Colson. We've seen and we've gotten updates. We didn't see Angel injury. We haven't heard no updates or anything.
The criticism surrounding Angel Reese has only intensified as her absence continues. Critics argue that while she appears active on social media and at public events, she has not been present with the Chicago Sky during one of the toughest stretches of their season. The situation has raised eyebrows, especially after a cryptic, in due time message she posted online while the team was struggling through a string of losses. Some reports have also linked her name to earlier locker room tension that reportedly played a role in the departure of Chindi Carter. What has drawn the most attention, however, is that as the Sky fight through a long losing streak that effectively erased their playoff hopes, Reese has rarely been seen on the bench during games, instead focusing on rehabilitation away from the team. Her last appearance came on July 29th against the Washington Mystics, where she logged 32 minutes, leading some observers to question how serious the back issue is and why her return timeline remains so uncertain.
Money and stat padding, but she can't handle losing. I should have known. It's the same pattern with her. Last year she had a wrist problem. This year she got a back problem. Next year what it's gonna be, Lord knows what it's gonna be. But all her 5 million followers that badly voted for her to be on the WNBA All-Star team, please don't try to convince us that quitting is the way to go, because it is not. Quitting is unacceptable. She quit on Unrivaled because her team was losing. She quit on Maryland. You hear me? And I'm pretty sure she would have quit on LSU.
Perhaps the most revealing piece of this entire situation is how it ties back to the off-season drama involving Chindi Carter. Carter, who led the Chicago Sky in scoring during the 2024 season with 17.5 points per game, was unexpectedly released following reports of locker room tension and behavioral concerns. Not long after her departure, Carter posted a cryptic message on social media about consistently making layups, a comment many interpreted as a subtle jab at Angel Reese, who struggled with efficiency around the basket and shot just 42.4% on layup attempts that season. one of the lowest marks in the league. At the time, Carter's exit was framed as a move to stabilize the team's culture, but as the seasons unfolded, some observers believe the issues may have run deeper than one player. With Carter gone and Reese sidelined with an uncertain back injury, the Sky's offense has collapsed, losing 10 of their last 11 games and averaging fewer than 70 points during that stretch. The contrast has only fueled debate. Carter, once portrayed as a locker room problem, appears to be moving forward successfully elsewhere, while the team that chose a different direction continues to struggle without clear answers.